After a long, wet, cold spring, summer has finally arrived in Wales. And here in the cottage garden, everything is in full bloom. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I use some of these beautiful blooms to make a natural dye for wool and cotton. If you're new here, my name is Becca and I'm a fibre artist for fun and a graphic designer to pay the bills. And you're very welcome to my little cottage garden in West Wales on the coast in Pembrokeshire. If you're an old friend, welcome back. So let's get on with the video. This beautiful orange flower is the pot marigold, or Calendula officinalis, and it's a classic cottage garden flower. It'll survive in the harshest of conditions, and I'm fully expecting it to self-seed everywhere. I planted these back in the spring, and now their sunny orange colour is filling the garden with joy. They're also edible, so if you've only got your kitchen to use as your dye studio, they're a perfect candidate for your first dyeing experiments. It's very important to weigh your flowers before you start the process. You're going to need at least the same weight in flowers as the weight of fibre or fabric that you're going to dye. In a large pot that you only use for dyeing, fill it up with ideally rainwater, bring it to a simmering point and simmer for about an hour, then let it cool and it should be ready to start the dyeing process. I normally strain out the flowers when I'm dyeing, but I'm very tight on flowers, so I'm going to include them in an all-in-one method so I get the most colour I possibly can. I can already see that this dye bath is just not that strong, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add some other flowers that I know make a yellow to just bulk it up, just so that we can get a stronger colour. And I've got some Dyer's chamomile that's out, and I've got also some dahlia that's out, and dahlia produces a nice sort of orangey yellow as well. So we'll go and do that. In order to make your dye fast, you have to pre-mordant your fibre and fabric. I used aluminium sulphate and a cool mordanting method. On my website I have a full method which you can print out, so I will leave the link for that process in the description below. But a good rule of thumb is 10% of aluminium sulphate to your weight of fibre, and that should get you something that's going to be really fast. The next step is to bring your whole pot up to simmering point, cook it for about an hour, then take it off and let it cool. I like to cool mine overnight to get the most colour I possibly can out of the flowers that I'm using. It should go without saying, but never use your best cooking pots for dyeing with. Always have separate utensils, because although the products that you're using are very benign and natural, really you still don't want to be eating them. One of the disadvantages of the all-in-one method is that you get bits and pieces all over your fibre, and I am going to have to pick these out as it dries. Some will come out in the rinse, which is what I'm doing now, but I've got a bit of a process ahead of me, but I can do it in front of the fire in the winter. I like to give my fibres and fabrics a quick wash in a mild detergent. This is wool wash, but anything that's mild, even shampoo like a baby shampoo, works really well just to get rid of any residues of the dye that you've got. I'm still using rainwater from the rain butt, and this is going to be fine just to go down the drain. It's not going to pollute anything, so I'm perfectly happy to use it. And then once you've finished rinsing and you're completely happy that all the dye stuff and all your suds and anything that's kind of left over is out of the fibre and fabric, it's time to put it on nature's washing line. Everything's now dried, and let me just show you the colours. So that was a hand spun, and it started life like that. This was the Gotland, which was scoured, but I haven't even sort of picked through it or combed it, and that's the colour it started life. And here is the little piece of cotton, and that's the colour it started life. So as you can see, it really has worked. It's a very pretty colour, and I'm definitely going to be able to use it in my designs, and I'm really looking forward to trying some more of the flowers that I've been growing to actually get these beautiful natural dyes. I hope you found that video useful, and I'm always happy to answer questions on natural dyeing, so feel free to drop a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I also want to say a big thank you to everybody that has supported me over on Buy Me a Coffee. What I'm planning to do is collect all the money together and actually buy some rovings to spin and demonstrate on the channel in the coming months. If you would like to contribute, it's just £3, a one-off payment. You don't have to do it every month, and please don't feel you have to. The best way you can support my channel is by subscribing, liking and leaving a comment. So until next time, my creative friend, have a wonderful week.